Hey guys, it's Skullkid3, and joining us for this part of Let's Play AlterEgo, we have...
Unreal Mob.
Hooray! Unreal Mob! Now, Unreal Mob was also there for... Well, she was there, but there wasn't really a there specifically, but she's also seen the Let's Plays of AlterEgo by Silly Gooses Inc., so she knows how the game works and everything. So yes, I suppose we might as well get started, and... I won't tell you anything about what Ganon did, but suffice it to say...
I daren't ask.
Good luck. Good luck.
Oh dear.
So, what would you like to do first? Would you like... I believe Claire is currently in a relationship with a guy called Jeff.
So that's where that reference came from.
You don't know the half of it.
Good.
I believe you're in a relationship with Jeff, just so you know. So what would you like to do first? Would you like to just do normal stuff? Would you like to try and get a job, which Ganon doesn't have, or didn't yet? He got a job, but he lost it really quickly. Oddly enough.
Surprise.
You can try and do some education stuff, relationship stuff, and so on. You know the drill. What would you like to do?
Should you try getting a job?
Let's try getting a job. Apply for a part-time. Do you want to apply for a part-time job or full-time job?
What age is this? I've forgotten.
19.
Oh yeah, full-time.
Full-time job. What employment area are you interested in? Business, sales, creative, health services 1 or 2, entrepreneur, teacher, researcher, lawyer, technical, labor 1 or labor 2.
Researcher.
Researcher. I'm sorry, you don't seem to have the qualifications necessary for performing this job. Okay, I think we need to do life and also like college stuff.
Okay.
Do you want to go to college? Or...
Yep.
Let's go to college. I'm sorry, you do not possess the money necessary to go through colleges. Oh, Ganon, you have really screwed up this life.
Oh God.
You have $5. I'm not joking. 5. I think we're just gonna have to go on through normal life for a bit. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, I think we might.
Unless you want to get a loan.
No, let's...
Nah, let's not bother. Okay, let's just go on then. You're driving in a car with a male friend when he runs over a dog. He seems rather insensitive about it and doesn't stop the car. Are you angry or neutral?
Angry.
Of course you are, bastard. Tell him to stop the car or act as if nothing happened.
Tell him to stop the car.
Good choice. I don't think you could really be angry and act as if nothing happened.
True.
Nothing happened at all. I'm just randomly angry for no reason. He tells you not to worry about a stupid dog that was running loose. Do you demand that he stop the car, or tell him that your friendship is at stake?
Tell him to stop the car.
He just ignores you. By now you are too far away from the dog to walk back and try to help it. Do you let this negatively affect the relationship with your friend, or let it blow over?
Let it negatively affect things.
Yeah, screw you, man. You begin to realize that you and your friend don't see eye to eye on many important matters in life. Your friendship begins to go stale. Friendship. Yeah, that's a word, trust me.
Oh yeah.
Warning! This episode contains subject matter of a sexual nature.
Yay!
I'm not sure why I'm warning you, we're always going to go ahead with it anyways.
Oh yeah, but...
While you're walking down a deserted street, a stretched limousine screeches to a halt by the curb. A woman dressed in a long black overcoat steps out and walks quickly toward you, peering back over her shoulder through large round sunglasses. She's extremely tall. Leaning over you and resting a trembling hand lightly on her arm, she speaks through a heavy accent in slow, halting speech. I am a stranger to you, but you must help me. My life and the lives of innocent others are in great jeopardy. She produces a small box addressed to someone in a nearby residential area. You must deliver this package. Please be discreet. No police. If police are involved, they will kill again. You barely realize what has happened when the woman turns, gets back into the limousine, and roars off, leaving you with the package. Seconds later, another long black car speeds by in that direction. Are you cooperative or not cooperative?
Cooperative. I don't remember anyone dying in this one.
Deliver the package or not? So I'm guessing yes.
Yes.
You arrive at the address. It is a huge split-level house with a Rolls-Royce, a Jaguar, and a Porsche parked in the driveway. You ring the bell, and a tan, middle-aged man with silver hair and deep blue eyes comes to the door in a satin smoking jacket. Or a satin smoking jacket. I don't know, what's a smoking jacket? Is it just a jacket that's on fire?
I think so, yeah.
That'll do. And silk pajama pants. You deliver the package and turn to walk away. He asks if you would like to stop in for a drink. Excuse yourself and go home, or stop in for a drink.
Go home.
Good choice. That sounds a bit creepy. Suit yourself. Opportunity knocked. You headed out the door. And
Yes,
you
I
didn't
did.
get raped by some random guy.
Yeah, that is a bonus.
Lately, nothing seems to be going right for you. Gee, I wonder whose fault that is, Ganon. It seems as though no one understands you or cares about you. People want things from you but give nothing in return. Life is miserable, and sometimes you don't even feel like waking up in the morning. Are you depressed, suicidal, or happy?
Happy!
Happy! Do you seek help, or do nothing?
I'm happy, so I'll do nothing.
Either you are strongly denying your real feelings, or you are starting to lose your grip on reality. Most people don't feel happy after first feeling so blue. This game just called you mental. You're walking down a poorly lit street late at night when you see a teenage boy mugging an elderly man. Are you frightened or angry?
Angry.
Do you help the old man, look for help, or do nothing?
Help the old man.
What would you be willing to do? Run toward a phone and call the police, or run up to him and try to scare him away by screaming, "Fire!"
Call the police. Why would I scream fire?
Because distractions? The boy spots you approaching and runs away. This potentially dangerous experience ends rather peacefully. The old man hugs you lightly. He was terrified. I wonder why? On a recent walk through town, you notice a woman shivering in an alley between two buildings. She looks as if she lives in the street. As you walk by, she crouches close to the building and eyes you suspiciously. They put velvets in the pecan pie! I can just taste them! She says, cackling in a high voice, then hiding her head under her arm and squinting out at you. I hate velvets! You notice that her body is shaking wildly and her skin seems very blue. You wonder if she might be very ill. Are you concerned or unconcerned?
Might be very ill.
Might be very ill. Or she might just be an oversized smurf.
I'm concerned.
So, you're going to offer her some help, or are you going to ignore her?
Help.
She walks up to you and touches your hair. No fleas in clean hair, no bats in your underwear. Do you walk away or stay? Terrifying old lady.
Yeah. I'm thinking walk away.
Okay.
It's a shame for her, but...
I guess she was just too bizarre for you. Oh well.
Little.
Your mother calls to tell you that your father is in very poor spirits lately. He has lost his job. Are you sad/sympathetic, embarrassed, or neutral?
Sympathetic.
Not embarrassed? God, my dad, jeez, what the fuck? Do you talk to him about it, or don't mention it to him?
Talk to him.
What is the one thing you would like to tell him most? That you feel bad for him and hope he gets a new job very soon? That he should try to find work in a more stable field? Or that the most important thing is that he is a great person and you love him? You'll get through the hard times, man! You can do it! I believe in you!
The last one.
Okay.
I'm not going to repeat it because I'm not sure where it actually ended.
Somewhere towards the start. Dad looks at you and large tears begin to roll down his leathery face. He squints hard to keep them in, but they come rushing down the side of his face in long streams. Daw, you've bonded with your family.
Aww.
I'm sorry, in order to play through this episode, you need a steady job.
Ganon.
Ganon! I'm sorry, no, you need to have a steady relationship with a boyfriend. Do you want to try and make Jeff your steady boyfriend? Because right now he's just a general boyfriend, I think.
Yeah,
if he's even there still.
Yeah,
Or do you wanna,
just
what do you want to do? Do you want to just go on a date or have an experience with him? Or do you want to go steady, or what? What do you want to do?
Go steady.
Go steady. You and Jeff make a handsome couple. Hooray! Now we can do that thing.
Yay!
Unless you want to do some other stuff first, like relationship stuff. Let me see if you've suddenly got any more money. Nope. Still $5
Oh dear.
to your name.
Gonna kill you, Ganon.
Well, he's up next again, so
True.
that's gonna be fun. So what do you want to do? Do you want to go on normally, or do you want to do some other random stuff?
Carry on normally.
Carry on normally. In a very subtle way, Jeff's family is trying to influence the decision that the two of you are trying to make. On the one hand, you can appreciate their input, but on the other, you are not sure that you should start allowing them this kind of influence over your lives. After all, the two of you are adults and should be capable of making your own decisions.
Sure.
No, you should. Or maybe you'll just let them do it for you. I don't know. Let's see what you choose. Are you angry, compliant, or confused?
Confused. Gotta be confused.
What the hell is this?
Where am I?
Do you go along with their advice, or tell them you would like to work it out on your own?
Tell them all to work it out on our own.
Mind your own damn business. Who do you think should tell them that you would like to... Who do you think should tell them that you would like them to keep out of the decision-making process when it involves the lives of you and Jeff? The two of you, just Jeff, or just you?
Both of us.
Both of you. A good choice. This way it doesn't seem like you are pushing him to do something against his parents, or that you are doing all the talking and Jeff must passively accept whatever you say. There is no guarantee that Jeff's parents will agree with the two of you. They should respect your decision. Should.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the word should. It's so you know, you're not...
Dimsy.
Yeah. At a party, you meet a group of people who are into the artsy side of life. They're extremely analytical people who express themselves creatively. Some are artists, others dancers, some self-styled Renaissance people. They are apolitical and non-materialistic and consider the best decisions one's made on the spur of the moment. They are certainly different. Are you impressed, bored, or neutral/open?
Neutral.
Neutral.
Each their own.
Do you try to become more like them, criticize them, or do nothing?
Do nothing.
I guessed as much. You seem neither threatened by nor critical of people like this. You seem to be the type of person who is tolerant of many different kinds of people. Intellectual, social, and emotional characteristics increase. And by God, did you need that.
Oh, God.
A friend of yours since grammar school has gotten mixed up in a series of bad deals, poor judgments, and impulsive harebrained schemes. He calls you up on the phone suddenly, very desperate, and asks you for a $500 loan.
Yeah,
Tell him that you just plain don't have the money. So, do you feel pity or anger?
Pity.
Do you
I feel his pain.
Do you give him the loan, ask him what he wants the loan for, or refuse to give him the money?
Ask him what he wants the loan for. May as well draw him phone.
He tells you that he knows of a surefire way to make a lot of money. His plan is to raise chinchillas in his basement at home for fun and profit. He has a book on it. Will you lend him the money? Yes or no?
Inside knowledge is useful. Then again, I can't actually lend it him, can I?
No. Want to try, though?
Yeah!
It sounds like another harebrained scheme, but for some reason it sounds like it might work. That is, it might sound like that to you. The outcome is that miraculously he does make money on it. He gives you back your $500, which you didn't have, plus an extra $250 for helping him out when he was in need. Nice! So you just got free money.
Thank goodness for that.
So you know how you got 750?
Yeah.
It's gone to 173.
Oh my
Not
God.
sure how, but yeah.
What
Do you want to try and
do?
Do you want to try and get a part-time job so we can earn some money? I'm sorry, I think I'm being too much of an influence here. It was meant to be just every decision is yours, but you know, I think this is probably recommended. So, do you want to be hang on, what kind of work are you looking for? Service delivery, domestic/physical labor, or training for future career?
Training.
Training.
That's still earn me money? Yeah, it's an apprenticeship.
You don't have the qualifications. Do you want to try a different thing, or what do you want to do?
Can I get into college? Or is that... Or do I
doubt you still have the money for it. Nope. No money. You poor ass. And you're... Hang on, I think you lost money by doing nothing, basically, there. Because it decided to take time off for doing nothing. So what do you want to try?
Another part-time job.
Another part-time job. Okay, do you want to do service delivery or domestic/physical labor?
Service delivery.
Nope, no qualifications.
Okay,
Want to try the last one?
the other one.
Nope. Gee, I wonder.
What did you do, Gannon?
That was very much what happened with all of the jobs Gannon applied for last time.
Oh,
Something
God.
tells me we are incredibly screwed here.
What did you do?
And we got 6 months older because of that, so we've done nothing, and we've just, for the last 6 months, we've just basically sat around doing fuck all. What do you want to do? Continue on, or do some relationship stuff, or what?
I think we better continue on, really.
Continue on. Warning! Sexual nature. Good for it. A couple of your girlfriends are going to Bumps and Grinds, a new club which features male strippers. Do you know what one of those is? I sure as heck don't. Oh, strippers. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Male strippers. Tonight is ladies' night at the club. The stripper will be the Ape Man, a guy who comes out in a gorilla suit and leaves in his birthday suit.
Nice.
What? Anyways, are you interested or not interested by this gorilla?
I think I'm not interested.
You're not interested? Really? Okay, do you go to the club or do you stay at home?
Stay at home.
Rather than going to the club and just going, yeah, whatever. I guess you are not really interested in this form of entertainment, party pooper. I know if it was Gannon, you would have.
Yes, I'm sure he would.
A close friend calls you up in a very serious tone of voice. She says she needs to speak with you about something right away. Her life is falling apart and you are the only one who can help her.
Doubt that.
Are you sympathetic or put off/anxious?
Sympathetic.
Do you talk to her or tell her it sounds too serious? You don't want that kind of responsibility.
Talk to her.
You agree to meet. Her problem is that she has just found out that she is pregnant and unmarried. You've only just noticed you're unmarried? And is confused about what she should do. She can't speak with her family, and her boyfriend has abandoned her. What will you suggest to her? Have an abortion, have the baby and keep it, have the baby and give it up for adoption, or keep it up for adoption. See how long you can keep up this baby. Try to help her come to a decision on her own, or tell her to get help from someone else.
Help her come to a decision on her own.
A sensitive choice. You must have realized that giving anyone a direct piece of advice on a matter as serious as this would surely be a mistake. If things didn't turn out well, she might hold you responsible. Unfortunately, it is often very difficult to help someone in trouble sort out his or her true feelings. The person comes to rely on your direction. She leans on you so that you begin to feel responsible for her, even though you do not actively try to give her advice. While I don't want to say that a person can resolve a crisis only by seeking outside help, it is often the best way. So, you failed, I suppose?
Apparently.
The thought occurs to you that it might be interesting to travel to a faraway place for a little while and experience some new things. Someone suggests joining the Peace Corps. Are you stimulated by the notion or turned off by the notion?
Turned off. I haven't got the money.
I think it might be voluntary sort of thing, so you probably don't have to pay. I don't know.
Yeah.
But contact the Peace Corps for more information, or dismiss the idea as not right for you at this time of your life.
Dismiss it.
It might have seemed like an interesting thought, but it's not something you would actually do. You're about to spend the afternoon catching up on some work when your steady partner reminds you of a promise you made to fix the hair on his pants. You did promise. Apparently so.
Wow.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
You did promise, but right now catching up on your work seems to be a higher priority. You know,
If I don't have.
in your job as a nope, nothing. Your partner doesn't seem to understand this. He keeps saying, "You promised." Are you angry, guilty, or ambivalent/confused?
Confused.
What the heck are you? Do you hem his pants, or do you do your work?
I have no work.
You have no
so
work, so you
I'll hem the pants.
hem the pants. You'd really like to get your work done, but work done, which you totally have. But you don't want to make your partner upset by going back on your word. After you hem the pants, you can talk to him about your feelings, or just let things pass.
Talk to him. I feel like I have work to do instead.
You tell him that it was very difficult for you to hem his pants this afternoon because you resented having to do it. Now you feel a bit angry because you feel you could have spent the time more usefully. Your partner admits that he knows it was difficult. He also admits that the real issue wasn't the pants at all. He's been feeling neglected lately and his insecurity was showing through. The two of you realize that it's probably better to discuss the feelings and issues behind things that make you upset. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, every now and then I'll just say, do you want to continue on or do you want to do something else? So this will be one of those times. Do you want to continue on or do you want to try and do a different thing?
Can I try getting a job again, or will I still have no qualifications?
I'm guessing you'll still have no qualifications, but here's a good thing. You now have $7. You know, so that's $2 more than you used to live on. So do you want to apply for a job then?
Yeah.
Okay, let's apply for a part-time job. Service delivery or domestic/physical labor.
Service delivery.
Nope.
I'm guessing the other one isn't going to work either still.
Nope. I'm guessing not. I'm thinking you'll probably have to go to college for that, which you don't have the money
Yay.
for. You could try and apply for a loan, I suppose, if you want to, but
Yeah, why not?
let's go for it.
Gannon's got this next. Let's see how badly I can screw it up for him.
Yep. Get a personal loan. How much do you want to borrow? 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000.
5,000.
5,000. I'm sorry, we evaluated your earning power based on your job stability, and we are afraid that you cannot be granted this loan. Oh, balls! Cannon, what have you done?
Oh, God.
Oh, ye gods. Do you want to continue on, or, from what seems to be the only thing you're going to be able to do, move on in your relationship with Jeff?
Let's try that.
Okay.
Let's see if we can
So,
make Jeff
you want to
into
go on
somebody.
you want to have an experience then?
Yeah.
While out on a date with Jeff, he mentions that he's been doing a lot of thinking about what it would be like to be married. What do you have to say about this? Yes, we all have dreams, don't we? Yeah. Etc. Why don't we talk about what it would be like? Or, some aspects of married life must be just great, but marriage just doesn't seem right for me right now.
Talk about it?
Talk about what it would be like.
Yeah.
Okay? If you like the idea so much, why don't you go over to the marriage icon and tie the knot? Do you want to?
How am I still 19 or?
No, you're now 25.
Yeah, let's get married. We can't afford it, but what the heck?
Well, you're gonna get wedding gifts, so hopefully that'll boost things up. So you want to become engaged then?
Yes.
One thing that may cross your mind is accepting a ring. What kind of ring would you be satisfied with? With 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, or a family heirloom?
It's gonna have to be the family heirloom.
Family
Can't
heirloom.
afford anything else.
That sounds reasonable. Well, you're not paying for it, you're receiving it.
Well, true, but...
Surely you must have given some thought to how Jeff's family would feel about you coming into the family. Would you discuss it with them? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good luck. How considerate. This is how your future in-laws would probably react. His mother would think you are untrustworthy, and judging by your status sheet, she would be right. She doesn't approve of this aspect of your personality. All in all, your future in-laws would not be crazy about you, but if it will make their son happy, they would go along with it. In their opinion, he could do a lot better. Now that you have given your engagement a good deal of thought, it wouldn't hurt to drop a few hints to Jeff about the big event. Drop some hints, or wait for him to initiate a discussion about it.
Drop hints.
He has been thinking about it too. The two of you discuss the possibilities, and it seems like the two of you may have a future together. As a matter of fact, not long after the two of you begin talking about it, the following happens. While driving to the movies one night, Jeff matter-of-factly asks you to marry him. How romantic! Now for the big moment. Your desire to have Jeff ask for your hand has come true. Will you accept? Yes or no?
Yes.
You're on your way to your wedding day. Congrats!
Yay!
Should we organise that now, or just go on with the game a bit randomly?
Let's organise it. We need the money.
Okay, plan and have a wedding. Marriage is a serious commitment, one that should last a lifetime. Are you sure you can handle it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. The two of you want a large or a small wedding?
Does large mean we get more gifts?
Ah.
Let's go large then.
Okay, as long as the two of you have agreed on it. What kind of honeymoon would you like to have? Extravagant, nice, romantic, not necessarily too fancy, or quiet and simple?
Quiet and simple.
That sounds nice. And what kind of area do the two of you eventually want to live? In the city, in the suburbs, or in the country?
Suburbs.
It's tough to find a decent place to live these days, you know. Now that you've thought about some of the major preparations, the weeks fly by until your wedding date. The time that passes is crucial and can determine the future success of your entire marriage. Everyone has his or her share of problems during this time. Unfortunately, this includes you too. Approximately 1 week before the wedding, the following happens. While you were trying your wedding gown on one last time, the dog runs into your room and tracks mud all over the train. The same evening, Jeff calls you up from a place 3,000 miles away and mentions that his buddies loaded him onto the plane and took him for a little vacation. He'll be back some time before the wedding. Does this make you want to change your mind about the wedding? Yes or no?
Nah.
Nah. Your wedding day seems to be going along perfectly. It'll surely be a memorable occasion. Unfortunately, Jeff gets cold feet at the very last second and decides that instead of getting married, he's going to stay home, barbecue some ribs, and watch the game. Well, that's just great!
What a dick.
Yeah. Yep, you're unattached. Do you want to try and find a new guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
See how quick I can get married to him.
Meet someone. At school, at his place of work, or someplace other than school or work.
Someplace else.
Whom would you like to meet? Peter, Rick, Joseph, Bobby, Rock, Ben, Kip, or Gills?
Kip.
Kip. You've chosen to meet with Kip. Your first impression suggests that he is moderately trustworthy, moderately gentle, very calm, very happy, moderately confident, and not very attractive.
Yeah.
This is how the two of you first run into each other. He is a famous television actor. While shooting a film on... And he's not very attractive, okay?
Okay.
Normally they are, so... While shooting a film on location, he walked right off the set and wanted to get to know you. The two of you meet and chat for a while. He seems very nice. Since you both seem to be attracted to one another, you decide to go out. Hooray! It didn't fail.
Yay!
Want to try and get married straight away?
Yeah.
Actually, I think you have to go steady first.
Oh, technically.
There you go, and let's try this then, shall we? One more time. Become engaged. One thing that may cross your mind, okay, what kind of ring?
Heirloom.
Heirloom again. Your boyfriend's family doesn't have any heirlooms. Okay.
Okay.
Just gonna... Yep, still going out with Kip. Just wanted to make sure that didn't kill you or something. Do you want to try and get married, or do you want to do continuation or other stuff, or what? Because I realised I did kind of drag you into doing that one. So one thing that may cross your mind is accepting a ring. What kind of ring would you be satisfied with? 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000, or 10,000?
100.
100. That sounds reasonable. Surely you must have given some thought to how Kip's family would feel about you coming into the family. Would you discuss it with them?
Yes.
How considerate. This is how your future in-laws would probably react.
Oh dear.
Yep, mother still thinks you're untrustworthy. And they would not be crazy about you, but if it will make this unhappy, they'll go along with it. Does this sound familiar? Now that you have given you... Okay, are you going to drop some hints or wait for him to initiate a discussion?
Drop hints.
He's been thinking about it too. The two of you discussed the possibilities, and it seems like the two of you may have a future together. That's what Jeff said before he got cold feet at the last second and decided to just watch the game instead. Yep. The following happens. Kip gives you an engagement ring. He asks you out to dinner. He tries to arrange it so that the waiter brings it to you for dessert, so you will be surprised. The waiter sneaks out the back door with your ring. Fortunately, he is captured. Kip's proposal has gotten your future off to an exciting start. Now for the big moment. Your desire to have Kip ask for your hand has come true. Will you accept? Yes or no?
Yes.
You're on your way to your wedding day. Congrats!
Woo!
Should we plan it now again?
Yeah.
I wonder how many times this is going to happen. I don't have a wedding. Marriage is yet, but the two of you want a large or small wedding?
Large.
Okay, as long as the two of you have agreed on it. What kind of honeymoon would you like to have? Extravagant, nice and romantic, but not necessarily too fancy, or quiet and simple?
Quiet and simple.
Sounds nice. In what kind of area? Suburbs again?
Uh-huh.
It's tough to find this place to live. The following happens. An old girlfriend throws herself all over Kip and begs him to run off with her. He feels he should meet her for a drink, just to settle things with her once and for all.
Oh,
Does it make you want to change your mind about the wedding? Yes or no?
Nope.
Good luck. Your wedding day seems to be going along perfectly. It'll surely be a memorable occasion. Unfortunately, the best man has a fight with his girlfriend and arrives 2 hours late, with a black eye.
Nice.
Your wedding night arrives. The two of you climb into bed in anticipation of a night of unbridled passion. You slip into bed next to Kip and cuddle into the bend of his warm body. He seems peaceful and at ease. The two of you relax from the hectic excitement of the day. You both fall asleep, tired and exhausted without having sex. There'll be lots of time for that, you both decide. The next morning, the two of you get ready to leave for your honeymoon. How will you be travelling to your honeymoon spot? By plane, car, boat, or train?
Plane.
Plane! The trip to your honeymoon hideaway is a safe and pleasurable one. Your honeymoon is peaceful and relaxing. Any problems? Is there someone at the door?
Yes, there is. Hang on a sec, sorry.
Okay. We'll be editing this out, I expect. Or maybe not. I might just be sitting here talking to myself. Well, I am doing that now, but whatever. So, how are you guys doing? Enjoying the video? Well, you won't be able to answer this if I edit it out. Ah! That'll throw you off, but you'll never know about it. I'm just gonna be quiet now.
I'm listening to you.
What?
Listening to you on Transport does a nuisance.
Sorry.
Okay. There's going to be a jet wash going off in the garden.
Sorry, you've really weird audio problem going on there.
Yeah, I've wandered around a bit. Is that better?
Yep.
Hey.
So what did you say?
The jet wash is going to be going off in the garden.
Woo!
Lovely.
Fun times. So, you know, you guys will hear that. Maybe, or maybe not, we'll see. Your honeymoon is peaceful and relaxing. Any problems you might have experienced on your wedding night are washed away by the peacefulness of your surroundings. This is the start of a lifetime that will be filled with many emotions. There is love, of course, but that will have to be tempered with tolerance. After all, loving someone who loves you in return is easy. Tolerating him when he is moody and irritable is difficult, and may mean the difference between staying together or falling apart. Admiration, or admiration, either way, will sometimes be offset by petty jealousy. Desire for companionship will sometimes be replaced by a need for solitude. This kind of talk may seem premature at this stage of marriage, but within the next 2 years things will start to become very difficult. The newness of the marriage will wear off, and you will have to start coming to grips with the fact that your partner is not as perfect as you would really like. This is not a bad thing, but it is reality. Your ability to adjust to your partner's strengths and weaknesses, and vice versa, will ultimately determine the success of your marriage. Good luck! Please check your resource file to see how your wedding gifts have affected your status. Let's see.
Do we have money now?
Hang on. You have $774.
Yay!
What would you like to do? Actually, I'm going to save here. Just because I don't want you to age and for something horrible to go wrong. Let's get rid of infancy. So, what would you like to do?
Can I get a job now? Or do I need to go to college first?
I think you'd probably need to go to college. Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Enroll in college?
Uh-huh.
What kind of college would you like to attend? Low admission standards, moderate admission standards, or high admission standards?
You can go for low.
I think that might be the safest choice. You are now enrolled. Your resources will decrease by $100 every time you access the college icon. This will cover tuition and college-related costs. Hooray!
Yay!
So, what do you want to do now? Because we're actually in college at last.
Woo!
Do you want to continue on normally, go to college, have an experience with, what's-his-face, Kip, have a child, have an affair? College. Choose a major, I expect. You can choose from the following majors: liberal arts, natural sciences, social sciences, business, or engineering.
Business.
Business. You're almost guaranteed a job when you get out of school, but you may become rigid and materialistic. Let yourself be free to explore social and interpersonal relationships while you are pursuing this course of study. Alright, and I guess you want to go back to college again.
Yeah.
Have a college experience. You may apply for financial aid for college. Are you interested in this?
Yeah, I think it might be a
so.
good idea.
For how much would you like to apply? Please note that the balance is due at the end of the Adulthood module. That's the one after this one, so Gannon's going to have to pay for that.
Good.
Bear that in mind,
Okay.
if he's going to be able to. Do you want to borrow 1,000, 5,000, or 10,000?
10,000.
10,000. Your resource
Screw
column
you,
has just
Gannon.
been updated to include this amount. Excellent. So, you now have $7,931 and you owe 10.
Nice.
What would you like to do? Go to college and do something, or try and see if you can get a part-time job while at college? I don't expect you will be able to, but or do you want to have an experience with Kip, go on in life, have a child?
College experience.
College experience. Warning! This episode contains subject matter of a sexual nature. This episode is not appropriate for you right now. Married folks or those with no social skills will either have to get divorced, not worth it, or shape up to play. You can try again later.
Yay.
Okay, I'm guessing it's giving you a different one here then. The student government organization is gathering to hold a meeting. Are you interested in running for a school office? Yeah, this is definitely a different one. I can't see anything sexual coming from this. Yes or no?
No. No.
No. I guess school politics just isn't for you. What do you want to do now?
Another college experience.
The college?
If I can graduate so I can get a job.
As a way of earning extra money, a friend of yours suggests that you pose semi-nude for a Girls of Academia calendar being put together by some business majors. The fee for doing the job is $100. Pose for the calendar or refuse the offer.
I think I might pass on that one.
Alright, I somehow think Kip wouldn't be best pleased. You would never lower yourself like this for a meager $100. You are too proud. Poor, maybe, but proud. Speaking of which, let's see how much money you have. About 5,000. Fun.
Yay.
College again, or something
Yeah.
else? Your philosophy professor. You're doing philosophy with business? Okay.
Hey?
Your philosophy professor is delivering a lecture on the image of today's woman. He describes the present generation of young women as morally weak and unable to take a stand. He criticizes them by saying they are apathetic, naive, even misanthropic, considered with gathering resources and acquiring worldly goods, and unconcerned with the larger issues of truth, existence, and real love. How will you react to such a lecture? Sit quietly and take notes, disagree with him, or write him off as being pompous and bombastic.
Disagree with them.
Disagree with him! Yell in his face! You match wits with your professor, but he outmaneuvers you with logic. So he's basically saying, he's fucking right! That's what the maker of this game is saying. Right.
Why
Excellent.
doesn't that surprise me?
I don't know. The fact is that the new generation of young women is going after material possessions more than any other before it. Oh, so that's a fact! I see. He points to the popularity of classified personal advertisements which support the current notion that even true love and good relationships can be acquired like used cars. Even though you lose on some minor points, you gain respect from the professor, who gives you an A for the course.
Yay!
Hooray! What now?
How long is it going to take me to graduate from college?
I have no idea. You're 28. You're 28 now. And you have $3,500.
Let's try some more college.
Go for more college. Warning! Sexual nature. There's a guy in one of your classes that seems painfully shy and out of place. He doesn't seem to have many friends and dresses in a style that is about 20 years out of date. His hair is oily and he carries a calculator in a vinyl pouch tied onto his belt loop. One day he approaches you nervously and asks if he can borrow your class notes. He had been absent the day before. Lend him the notes, or do not lend him the notes.
Lend him the notes.
He thanks you, then looks down and shuffles back to his seat. The next day in class you see him, and he returns the notebook to you. As he walks away, you notice the powerful scent of sailor's spice cologne lingering heavily in the air.
Okay.
As you flip through your notebook, you see a page with your name written on it in big letters. You turn the page. Scotch taped right onto the notebook is a beautiful diamond necklace. There is a note which reads, "Thank you for lending me your notes. Best wishes, Horace." Do you return the necklace or keep the necklace?
Keep it?
Okay. Horace is ecstatic that you would accept his gift. Shyly, he asks if you would be his friend. Say, "Of course I will," or mumble something insincere.
Yes, I will be his friend. He gave me diamonds.
Some of your friends kid about your new boyfriend, but he just happens to be nicer than most of the creeps you have dealt with before. Like, Jeff.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went to the college one. I'm guessing you want to do that again?
Yes. Yeah.
Very sorry about that. There is a concert in... Oh, this is sexual nature again, by the way.
Woohoo!
There is a concert in the student center, and you have made arrangements to go with your friend Barb and a new boyfriend, Larry. You're supposed to meet them in Barb's dorm room, then go with them to pick up your date. You mean your husband. You arrive on time, but notice that Barb and Larry are a bit rumpled in appearance. Sorry, my tongue is being annoying, as usual. It seems you have interrupted a romantic interlude. Barb excuses herself so that she can go shower and get ready for the concert. Larry is still glassy-eyed from tumbling around the room with Barb. There is a moment of uncomfortable silence after Barb walks down the hall to the showers. Larry moves close to you and tells you that you have a bad sense of timing. He punches you in the face, and you die. Not sure how, but you do. He leans toward you and inquires if you would like to finish what Barb started. Finish what Barb started, or tell him that you couldn't do that to a friend.
No.
And Kip. Larry accuses you of being overly mellow. You wonder if Barb knows what she has gotten herself into.
I'm not.
Tell her! Except you can't.
No.
What now?
More college?
More college. During a college vacation break, you bump into a friend who used to be a good friend in high school. She chose to skip college and find a job. Now she's married for the second time and has 2 children. She works part-time in a clothing factory. When you try to converse with her, she seems distant and aloof, almost resentful. Do you ask what is on her mind, or make small talk for a few minutes and walk away?
Ask what's on her mind.
Good. She says, "What would you care? Besides, you have the easy life in college now. You would never understand my worries." Do you get angry and walk away, or ask her if she wants to tell you about it anyway?
Ask her if she wants to tell me about it anyway.
Your sincerity causes her to see that she has treated you in a rude fashion. She admits that her life is very difficult now. She has bills to pay and other responsibilities she really wasn't ready for. Her life is routine and she gets little enjoyment out of her work. Seeing you sparked some envy in her, but soon your friendship is renewed. She only criticized you because she felt you might be looking down on her because she didn't go to college, a move she regrets now. Your patience brings down her defenses and motivates her to take a closer look at her life. Hooray!
Yay!
You are now 29 years old and you have about $1,629, and you have a diamond necklace in acquisitions.
Yay!
Right. What now?
General life.
General life. While socializing at a friend's party, you run into someone you had a terrible crush on in 5th grade. He looks even better now than he did back then. He's with someone who looks bored. She's just standing there picking her teeth with one of those fancy toothpicks. Are you sociable/flirtatious, or unsociable/self-conscious?
Can I be sociable without flirting with him?
I think it's just saying you can be sociable, or you can be flirtatious here, or whatever. So it's just, are you friendly here, or...
I'll be sociable then.
Okay, walk over and say hello, or just ignore him. I'll be sociable, but I won't.
Say hello.
I'm going to ignore the hell out of him.
Oh yeah.
You are introduced to Debbie, even, his date, who excuses herself to look for something to eat. Make small talk, then excuse yourself, or bring up the fact that you had a terrible crush on him in the old days.
Make small talk.
You talk about how things have changed and how everyone has grown up since grade school. Neither of you has kept up with anyone. The conversation soon runs out of steam and you excuse yourself. Besides, Debbie has returned and is whining about wanting to go home or go to a real party. There is a local blood drive. A volunteer asks if you would like to donate some blood. Squeamish or generous?
Can I be squeamish and still donate?
I doubt it, but you want to try?
Yeah, that'd be accurate.
Bravo! Even though you not really feel up to it, you overcome your squeamishness and give in.
Yay!
So you can. You lie down on the table and wait for the possibly handsome, sexy, virile young intern to take the blood. The intern is tall and dark with a sexy deep voice. Your heart is beating faster already. You'll only feel a little pinprick, he says. He leans over you and tightens the tourniquet. Or tourniquet, I don't know how you pronounce that word. Anyways, resting his strong, bare arm next to you. After 15 minutes, he offers you a snack to get you back on your feet. At this point, I'm sure you wouldn't mind donating another 40 pints or so, but you will need to keep some for yourself. Blood donating is fun. It's a bit boring, but how can it be fun and boring, Joe? I don't know. A casual acquaintance asks you to hold her newborn for a minute. As you lift it into your arms, you can smell the sweet scent of baby powder. As you hold the baby up against your chest, it grasps your blouse and curls it tightly in its small pink hand.
Hey, I'm married.
Her eyes are blue-grey. Are you uncomfortable / taken aback, happy, or sad?
Happy.
Not sad. Oh, baby. There's a baby here. Do you think about becoming a mother, or be thankful that you are not one?
Be thankful that I'm not one.
No thanks, this is not for you. Maybe someday, after you have done a little more traveling or had another fling or two. Right now, you wouldn't trade places with her for anything. Okay. Do you want to continue on in normal life, or do something else?
Normal life.
Normal life. You are 30 and you have $900.
Yay.
You're in a restaurant with 3 of your friends and it's time to pay the check. The bill is $25, allow another $5 for a tip. Are you generous / frivolous, cautious / prudent, or opportunistic?
Cautious.
And do you offer to pick up the tab, suggest separate checks, or wait for someone else to pick up the tab?
Suggest separate checks. Or texts, whichever.
This suggestion seems sensible and practical, if not somewhat frugal. How do you want to handle the bill? Each person pays his or her own amount, or split it evenly?
Split it evenly.
A sensible, socially acceptable way of doing things. Everyone had similar portions of food, so a few cents here and there among friends doesn't seem to make a big difference. Very diplomatic.
Yay.
You have been invited to a party at the home of an acquaintance. When you arrive at the party, you notice that you and your companion have virtually nothing in common with the other people there. They dress differently, speak differently, and listen to a different kind of music. Although you are in the same room as everyone else, you seem separate from them. You have been there almost an hour and still haven't spoken to a single person. Do you feel uncomfortable / on edge, or at ease / taking in the atmosphere?
Taking in the atmosphere.
Do you leave the party early, or mingle with the guests?
Mingle.
Mingle! You are comfortable with your personality and your ability to make an impression socially. Your status sheet suggests that this is a fairly accurate appraisal of yourself. As it turns out, many of the people in the room are from foreign countries. The information you gather about them is fascinating and rewarding. Hooray!
Yay!
Do you want to continue on? Do you want to go to college, have a child, do something with your husband, apply for a job, have an affair again?
Let's do something with Kip, wasn't it?
Do something with Kip. Yeah. Get a divorce, that's something to do. Have an experience with your husband. Your husband has become a lottery fanatic. He can't walk by the corner drugstore without spending $1 on a lottery ticket. What will you do about this? Nothing. Whatever he wants to do with his money is his business. Give him $1 and say, buy an extra one for me, or tell him it might be a good idea to consider how much money he is spending on lottery tickets.
Tell him to consider how much he's spending, seeing as the amount of money we have seems to be decreasing.
True.
Rapidly.
You can't reason with a gambler. He says he has to win one of these times, and when he does, you'll both be on easy street. Sure.
True, but it's not going to happen.
More Kip, college, or life?
Kip.
Kip. Sexual nature.
Yeah.
Until now, your sexual experiences with your husband have been the standard fare. You've done a little experimenting with positions, but that's about it. We've been thinking about suggesting something a little more out of the ordinary. As a matter of fact, yes. Or as a matter of fact, even. Matter of fact. Yes or no?
No.
That's it. What next?
Another Kip.
Another Kip. Yeah, not become engaged. There we go. Your husband has just purchased a $1,500 satellite dish, but refuses to purchase a new washing machine because that would be frivolous. Have a discussion about it, get angry and yell about it, or do nothing. It isn't worth making a big deal over.
Have a discussion.
He understands your point, but still believes he was justified in spending the money. How do you feel? Angry, depressed, or neutral?
Angry.
You're entitled to your feelings. You hear him call in from the other room. Hey honey, come on in, there's a great nature special coming in from Tibet. The show, broadcast in a language that sounds like clanging pots, shows the myriad uses of yak dung. What a worthwhile purchase! What next?
More life.
What life? Health one.
Yay.
Nope, you need a job. You need to have not been married. You can't do it if you're married. There we go. Harry Shiner is the kindly old man who owns the candy store near the grade school you attended. Whenever you pass the store, you're reminded of the times he put an extra piece of candy on your hand without charging you, let you run up a tab if you're a penny or two short, and you're dead. So that's fun. Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have mentioned this earlier, actually. Annie might die a couple of times. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. I'll edit it out and everything, except for this one. Because, you know, I need to explain it while she's dead. Well, I don't need to explain it while she's dead, it's just, I am. So yes, I'll cut ahead to when she returns. So, Harry Shiner is the kindly old man who owns the candy store near the grade school you attended. Whenever you've passed the store, you're reminded the times he put an extra piece of candy on your hand without charging you, let you run up a tab if you were a penny or two short, or called your mom to give you a ride home if you missed the school bus. Lately, when you pass the old shop, you notice the lights are out. Are you suspicious/concerned, or not?
Concerned.
Get information about Harry, or do nothing.
Get info.
You ask the school crossing guard if she has seen Harry. She mentions that he has probably gone to Florida for a vacation. Or a gaycation. If he swings that
Each
way,
their
I don't
own.
know. Yep. This doesn't sound right to you. He usually takes vacation when the kids are off from school, and school is in session these days. Seek more information or let it pass.
More info.
You know that Harry's sister lives upstairs from the candy store. You knock on a door and ask about Harry. How do you feel? Anxious or calm?
Anxious.
Harry has been thinking about selling the business and retiring to Florida. It will seem like part of the neighborhood is going along with him. Aw, that's sad. What do you want to do next?
More general life.
More general life. Hang on, I'm just going to see how much more you've got. Wow, we're really close to the end of general life events.
Hey.
There's like 5 left. Well, I think there's one that I've skipped past earlier on, but whatever. You've been thinking about the kind of impression you make on people. Are you satisfied or not satisfied?
Satisfied.
You're satisfied with the impression you make on people. Gannon, on the other hand, do you pat yourself on the back?
True.
Do you pat yourself on the back or try to change something about yourself?
Pat myself on the back.
Well, a little bit of self-praise never hurt anyone. Let's just try to keep it in perspective. Okay, we've got 2 health ones in a row here, so bear that in mind.
Yay.
You haven't had a physical checkup for quite some time. Are you concerned or unconcerned?
Concerned.
Concerned.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just a bit confused when you went, meh, concerned.
True, they don't normally go together.
Do you go to the doctor or put it off for a while?
Go to the doctor.
The period between adolescence and early adulthood is one of the life periods that poses the least threat to people physically. The doctor checks you over from head to toe. The examination results show you are diabetic. This condition will cause you to make some adjustments in your diet and lifestyle. You have to take insulin 3 times daily in the form of an injection. As you get older, you will be subject to some circulatory problems in the arms and legs. If you're not careful about this condition, you may need arterial bypass surgery. If you take care of yourself, watch your diet and exercise, you should live a long life. If you're not careful, you could die into insulin shock and die. As far as this game is concerned, what's your thoughtfulness characteristic? If it gets too low, it may suggest that you do not have the ability to avoid the sweets and starches that can be hazardous to your health.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's exciting.
Gannon's coming up next. I'm screwed.
Oh dear. I'm gonna see how you're doing for thoughtfulness.
Not very well, I'm betting.
Oh, I'll tell you later, young lady. Because, yeah, basically I sum up the current stats at the end of each section, so
Okay.
I'll tell you that at the end. Another health one. Looking in the mirror one morning, you begin to wonder what you would look like if you radically changed your hairstyle and made it a different colour. Something tells me you're not going to die on this one.
Thankfully.
Do you become more interested and curious, or are you not interested?
Curious.
Of course you are. Do you do it or hold back?
Do it.
What colour would you like to make your hair? Blonde, jet black, red, brown, or purple?
Red.
Red. That ought to look interesting. Your confidence characteristic shows that you are capable of enjoying the comments that people make when you change your looks. The more sensitive people say something like, "You look different, I can't figure out what." The tactless ones say, "What happened to your hair?" Well, it's a quite reasonable colour, I suppose, really. People have red hair.
People said that when I just cut mine short.
People are weird.
They are.
I remember once when I got my hair cut really short, because I have my hair long quite often. As well, you know.
Yes.
When I was like 10 or something, I got my hair cut really short, like my dad's style, which is very, very short indeed. I went outside and saw one of my friends. He just looked at me and went, "Oh my god!" That was a fun day. You begin to see yourself as a different person, sexier, wilder perhaps, or mysterious. Regardless of how you feel about the new hair, Kip hates it.
Oh,
Do you restore it? Do you restore it, or do you keep it?
Restore it.
You don't want to risk losing Kip.
No,
He has to
not
look
for
at you.
Jeff.
He has to look at you more than you have to look at yourself, so to satisfy him, you restore it to its original colour. That was nice of you.
Is he happy?
I expect so. I don't know. Do you want to continue on with the last two steps, or do you want to go to college, have an event with your partner? What?
College.
College. Sexual nature.
Woohoo.
Gary Barber is an acquaintance who has taken a few of the same classes you have, or glasses. He's an attractive, down-to-earth guy with gorgeous green eyes, a nice smile, and a slim, athletic body. He approaches you on campus and asks if you'd be interested in helping him decorate his apartment. He thinks it needs a classy woman's touch. What will you do? Help him decorate or pass on the opportunity?
Help him decorate.
During the course of the afternoon, you get to know one another very well. You work together in close quarters, the room is very small, so a lot of accidental touching and bumping occurs during the day. You aren't sure, but you think that Gary is coming on to you. Do you suggest that the two of you have a shower together, or ignore any signals that he might be giving you?
Ignore any signals. I'm married.
You're a very faithful partner, aren't you? We'll see how that changes in adulthood.
God.
I guess this is not your style. It is Gary's style, though. He asks if you'd like to take a nice hot shower, then get one of his famous body massages. Accept or reject?
Reject.
Thought as much. How could you pass up an offer like this?
Very easily.
I'm going out with someone and I don't want to cheat on him. I'm afraid I won't be able to handle it. This kind of experience would be cheap and demeaning, or it's just not for me.
I'm married.
I'm married, for fuck's sake! That is very admirable. You are extremely trustworthy. Okay.
I am?
Apparently
so.
so.
To his mum.
You're also 32 years old. While in college, so, you know, he's probably, what, 20? And that's if he's quite a way through, I think.
Oh dear.
You have $50 and you owe $10,000.
Good luck, Anne. Good luck.
Yep. What do you want to do now?
College.
College. I'm sorry, you do not possess the money necessary. What do you want to do? You could try applying for a job now, I suppose.
Yeah, let's see if that works.
I have the qualifications for it. Taking on a job while going to school is likely to be somewhat stressful. Please be aware of this before going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might just go mad and just end up committing suicide, whatever. Part-time job?
Yeah.
What kind of work are you looking for? Service delivery, domestic, physical labor, or training?
Training?
Congratulations, you start work immediately.
Yay!
Okay, let's see if you've got some money now. Whoa! You've gone up to $2,346.
Yes.
That's pretty good. So you go to college, I'm guessing?
Yep.
This semester you must decide where you would like to live now that you're in college. Okay.
Okay.
Do you live on campus in one of the dormitories or live at home?
At home.
Good choice.
I'm married.
He's married. You'll probably save some money by living at home, and you'll be able to be with your husband. So what next?
More college?
More college. The drama club is putting on a production, and they are asking for people to come down, join the club and audition. Are you interested? Yes or no? For what kind of part would you like to try out? Lead role, major character, minor character, or technical staff?
Technical staff.
Or not minor character, Joe. You get the job and become an important part of the behind-the-scenes operation of the play. Your confidence and social scores rise. Hooray!
Yay!
What next?
More college?
I'm just going to see how much money you have. 6,000, nice.
Yay!
You're going up.
Finally.
You just realized that you will never have the time to do a political science term paper that is due in 3 days. You're approached by someone with a pencil-thin mustache who will gladly sell you a term paper and guarantee at least a B. The cost is $5. What do you want to do? Buy the paper, ask the professor for an extension, or try to do it anyway?
Ask for an extension.
You don't have enough of the gentleness characteristic to get the extension. You sound too hostile and defensive.
Cannon.
What next? Although actually, I have the feeling that gentleness has been a bit of a difficulty for us the entire way through. Stuff. Though I think Jill boosted it up quite a bit, but I'm spoiling things! Though at this point it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Really, I think we're pretty dang close to the end. We're 33 years old.
True. Wow.
Yep. What now?
College?
College. Sexual nature.
Woohoo.
Nope, you're married, so you can't do it. None of these experiences that you can do right now. Okay?
Yay.
If you say so. What now then?
Kip. Experience with Kip. He is still called Kip.
Kip it is.
He is called Kip, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Well done, you remembered your husband's name. Your husband is one of his competitive moods again. He's given you your choice of 3 challenges. Yahtzee, Trivial Pursuit, or Scrabble. What a wild life you guys live. His idea of a fun night is to try to humiliate you by completely outscoring you in any one of these games. Play Yahtzee, Trivial Pursuit, Scrabble, or none of these.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. He already has 1 Yahtzee and is threatening you with 4 of a kind on his last roll. Fortunately, he misses. You need 3 4s to score the bonus on top. And win. Just before you roll the dice, Kip says, "Let's make it more interesting. The loser buys the winner dinner 3 nights in a row. What do you say? Yes or no?"
We're married.
Married, for fuck's sake. Though then again, this is an event that you can only get when married, so evidently Kip is just being a bit of a prick. But
no.
No, okay. He's flapping his arms like a chicken, giving you little nibbles on the neck. If he weren't so damned annoying, he might be marginally cute. Do you want to bet? Yes or no? I like how he's trying to humiliate you with this, and he's strutting around like a chicken.
Yeah. Did I actually marry him? I'm worried now.
Yes, you did marry him. Good choice. Review. Sorry, I'm looking at review. So, do you want to bet or not?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. You roll the dice. You get it. This game is all luck, he says. Luck? Maybe, but he still has to buy you dinner. Another fragile ego bites the dinner tab. Nice. What now?
More Kip.
More Kip. If you want to act like a chicken, I can cook you like one. On a busy afternoon, the phone rings. It is your mother. She has nothing much to say and isn't in a particularly good mood, but it doesn't seem like she wants to get off the phone. You tell her that you are busy and call her back later, tell her that you are busy and forget to call her back later, or speak to her now.
Talk to her now.
As you get into the conversation, it seems hostile and cranky. She has criticized you twice in the last 5 minutes, and you haven't even said much. Do you say you have to tend to the baby and rush off the phone? You know, that baby that you have. Do you make an excuse and get off the phone, or ask her why she's in such a bad mood?
Ask her why she's in a bad mood.
She says, "I am not in a bad mood." This is followed by a period of long silence. Her breathing becomes heavy and irregular in the background. Finally, she breaks down in tears. She says, "I miss my daughter. I wish you were still home." You become anxious or apologetic, or tell her that you love her.
Tell her I love her.
Why are you going to be apologetic? I'm sorry for growing up. I love you too. Together you sniffle a bit and talk about old times. Oh, ain't that cute? What next?
More family, is it? Or husband?
Kip,
Yep.
yeah. You now have you have just over $9,000.
Nice.
And yes, that was the reference. I'm not going to do it in the voice, though. You haven't been married long, and your husband is still unsure of the amount of food one should cook to feed a family your size. 2 people. Figure it out, genius. For instance, not too long ago, he cooked a 7-pound chicken just for the 2 of you. How should you approach him about this? Eat as much as you can so you don't hurt his feelings, or tell him gently that he could probably get away with a chicken that is a bit smaller. You can make it into sandwiches.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Tell him he could probably get away with a smaller chicken.
Your gentleness characteristic is adequate for you to convey this to him sensitively.
It is?
He cooks. You've apparently jumped up in gentleness.
Oh my
nice going.
God.
Just wait until Ganon destroys it next time. Cooks more manageable portions.
Oh,
Okay. What next?
More Kip.
More Kip. Excuse me. Your husband has left a package with a little note on it by your night table. Just as you reach for the package, the phone rings. It startles you and you drop the package behind the bed. Will you answer the phone first, or retrieve the package first?
Retrieve the package.
The phone is ringing. You climb under the bed to get the package. Your index finger can touch it, but you can't get enough of your hand on it to grasp it. You swipe at it several times, knocking it farther from your reach. The phone has stopped ringing. You get the package. Your mouth is full of dust from under the bed. The note reads, "Honey, will you please drop these things over at the cleaners? I love you." Ah, dick. Why would you put it in a package? Wouldn't you just have it like clothes bags?
That would make more sense.
Oh well. What next?
Can I still not do any college?
Let's see. Congratulations, you've graduated from college.
Yay!
You've just passed through young adulthood. This may have been a time in your life when family activities took a backseat to establishing some independence. In general, your family relationships are good.
Wow.
Physically, you have been not very healthy. Your level of experimentation with alcohol and drugs is becoming a problem for you, even though you probably wouldn't be willing to admit it.
It is? Oh,
It's Ganon's
God.
fault. In this phase of life, you have faced several sensitive issues. These included what crowd of people to associate with and what material items bring recognition from this crowd. Somewhere along the line, you may have devoted a portion of your life to a worthy social cause like a charity event or the Peace Corps. Your social skills are excellent. Congratulations on your marriage to Kip. Now, regarding your emotional and personality development, how long do you think you can get away with your untrustworthy style of behavior? Even though we all have our secrets, you are doing a very good job of keeping your wilder side under control. You seem to be enjoying yourself. Even though you experience the blues every once in a while, it's nice to see that you are not having a depressed, traumatized life. You can be sensible and understanding. You are usually cool, calm, and collected. Occasionally, you are doing well. You certainly have a good head on your shoulders. You're not only book smart, you also have plenty of common sense. By this time, you may have been feeling a bit of pressure to achieve, get ahead, buy a house, or possibly even settle down. I know, how mad! How could you ever think of getting married? Wait a sec.
Oh dear.
You have gone through quite a range of experiences already, but there is a great deal more to come. Welcome to adulthood. There is only one happiness in life, to love and be loved.
Yeah.
So, this has been Young Adulthood Alter Ego. I'm now going to read Annie the stats. You are 73% familial, pretty good. 82% intellectual, 32% physical. I wonder how the diabetes affected that. Probably knocked it down quite a bit, I'd imagine. 93% social and 62% vocational. Pretty good, especially considering how they used to be.
Oh dear.
These are even better, considering how they used to be. 67% calm, 84% confident, 61% expressive, 63% gentle, 88% happy, 96% thoughtful, so you're not going to die of diabetes anytime soon.
Yay!
Hopefully.
Then again.
Ganon. And 48% trustworthy.
Oh,
You have
dear.
$11,000 and $10,000 debt. I'm not going to pay it off now because you're not in the jurisdiction anymore. I'm going to have to ask Ganon if he wants to pay off the debt. I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
Good luck.
Jill's got it after him.
Jill's going to have to... Oh, yeah, so she does. So she's going to have to be the one to deal with the consequences. You're going to get the nice cushion of having Jill follow.
It's all gonna be okay.
Unfortunately for Jill, she's right after Ganon. So, thank you very much for joining us today, Annie, and we shall see you guys next time in Alter Ego with the Ganon 159 again to take us through adulthood. Goodbye!
Bye!